Alright, we have 170 light seeds, which means it's time for a new power. Let's get out of here.
No. You have taken from me what you will. You shall have no more. No! I have lost her.
Father?
Lost. Gone from us.
I'm here. We can stop this. If you come, if you help us heal the land. Father! No!
So he just saw the prince and went completely fucking mad. Now, he's learned some new tricks this time. His moves are a lot harder to read. And with the help of that corrupted inside of him, he can turn blue. Luckily, we don't need Elika's help to deal with that. Kinda sucked to make her fight her own father.
We don't know what he'll do!
What more can he do?
If only I could do those things without those plates.
Just think of the places you could break into.
I think the term is tomb raiding. A glamorous reclaiming of the past. Couldn't the Ura have just picked one power and stuck to it?
It reminds us of our humility. No one man was to have that much power. That's what the texts say. Personally, I just think Ormazd knew mankind too well to put too much power in one man's hands.
How will you get your people to return here?
Spread the news. Let them know that Ahriman is held safe. Their duty calls them. I've been thinking about that for a long time, and I don't have anyone answer. Only hope.
You should tell other people about Ahriman. Get some help.
Now who's being naive?
You tell people about Ahriman, people are going to want to stop him.
And how many others would come to free him? To seek the gifts he promises? The two of us might save this land from a god, but we aren't strong enough to stop men. Not on our own.
Hey, are you okay? Why do you think your father sold his soul to...
He hasn't! Corruption is eating away at him.
Then that can happen to us?
Not while I have these powers.
You said your father had been acting strangely. Maybe Ahriman got to him before this.
My father is king of the Ura, a follower of Ormazd. He did not sell his soul to Ahriman.
People can do all sorts of things when pushed. We saw your father start all this.
My father's judgment, his thoughts, have been clouded since my mother died. But what he did not do for Ahriman.
If Ahriman was controlling your father, it could be good news. I mean, if he's mad, he's mad. But if Ahriman's using him, then healing these lands, maybe you can bring him back.
Maybe.
I think Elika might be in denial just a tiny bit.
With the power from here, we could access fertile grounds in the Citadel and in the Royal Palace. Let's go.
So the wings of Ormazd are much more than just a platforming gimmick. We actually use them to fly. Now we can move around while flying, but this is really only important to dodge obstacles. And you don't want to overcompensate for your trajectory, or you'll probably end up running into something while trying to avoid it. It's really simple, but it does add variety. And again, this game was meant to be played by pretty much anybody. The Wings of Ormazd take you around sharp turns a lot to kind of psych you out. Just don't freak out.
is that I ask.
Just because we saw that doesn't mean it will be true. The vision of you falling. Armin's trying to...
The visions aren't from Armin.
But they don't have to be true. No one can tell you the future.